Now that we finished sewing our fanny pack, we're going to go ahead and finish off our webbing. So I'm going to take this long piece right here that isn't finished and kind of has a fraying edge, and I am going to make sure I have the right side. So I'm going to pull this along so I have the right side all the way along. I'm looking at the right side of my bag, so this should be the right side of my webbing. And I'm going to take my other side of my clip that will end up clipping into this guy here. I'm going to find the pretty side of that if there is one. Sometimes there's not, but mine does have a pretty side. It's this side right here. Okay. And in order to put it in right, you have to follow these instructions very carefully. So I'm going to take my webbing. I'm looking at the pretty side of my webbing, and it's going to go up through this second bigger hole right here. The one that's right close to the teeth. It's going to come up through there, and then it's going to go back through the other hole. Okay? So that's how it goes. And that way when I wrap this around myself, I can go ahead and clip it in place. Okay, and I can adjust it. So I should be able to pull this and it will make it shorter, but if I pull my other piece, it'll just get tighter. And once I have that on, I don't have to adjust it to me right now. I'm good. Now for this end right here, I'm going to go ahead and just finish, like trim off any fluff right there with my scissors. Sorry, I had to go grab my scissors. So any of these extra fluff right here, I'm going to just trim off. And then get your teacher to help you with this step, but you're going to just burn the edges so that they aren't going to fray anymore. So I'm going to use a little burner. Your teacher needs to help you with this step. Don't do it on your own. And I'm just going to burn it a little bit like that. You'll see it's kind of melting. Here, let me get a little bit better view so you can see what happens. But because this is a manufactured fiber, either polyester or nylon, it actually just melts and kind of beads up on the end. So you can see it kind of beads up, and that keeps my edge from fraying. Now I'm going to measure 1 inch down and make sure to be careful because it can be hot. So I'm going to go 1 inch down and put a mark right there. And that's where I want my fold to be. I'm going to fold to the ugly side. So the back side of my clip is right here. That's the side I'm folding to. And that's where I want my fold to be at. So I have 1 inch folded down. And I'm going to go ahead and pin that in place. This way I can sew this and finish it off and my clip won't come off, okay? If for some reason you want your piece to be much shorter than 34 inches, then you can go ahead and trim it shorter before you burn it, but make sure you have the teacher help you with that so that you don't end up making it too short.